Hello my friend and welcome to this reading. Today we will find out what wish is being granted for you. And as you can see, I shuffled out 3 cards for you to choose from. But before I give you a close-up, let me say a few words about this reading. So today I got this happy task of relaying a good message for you because I feel there's something that you have been praying for and the universe is saying now, yes, this wish is being granted. And of course this is a timeless reading. However, when I'm filming this, we are right at the solstice, at the winter solstice here in the northern hemisphere, which means that the light is now returning. So it is a time of hope and making wishes, making prayers, trusting that good things will return to us or come to us. And also it's getting towards the end of the year, which of course is also traditionally a time to make wishes. And yours, I can tell you that, is being granted. So we have card number 1, Convergence. Card number 2, Protection. And card number 3, Akashic Waters. And as always, you will find the timestamps in the description box below. I hope you enjoy your reading. Hello again, and let's get started with your reading. So you chose this beautiful card, Convergence. And right away I feel that things are aligning for you. Things are coming together. Maybe your wish has been about bringing 2 different things with the 2 moons here together, or finding out how you could combine things in a different way, or how you could align more with your higher self. And this is happening for you now. Also with the soft, watery, cloudy, pink and white energies coming in, I think. And there's some softness, sweetness, some type of relief coming in for you. But let's have a look at what this wish that is being granted is actually about. And I've been told that it could be either 2 wishes or 2 parts of 1 wish, and those 2 cards jumped out right away. And it's very interesting because here we also have the moon on this card as well. And we have the Lorelei and the Observer. Yeah, I feel it definitely has to do with your emotions, with even more water here, more softness here. Even her gaze is very soft. And she, on the other hand, she looks quite in control of the situation. So maybe that is what your wish is about, allowing both softness but also strength and a sense of being in control, and maybe being able to observe yourself and the situation from a distance without getting involved or getting emotionally involved. But let's get some tarot cards to see if we can get some more information. I'm very undecided about the cards today. Okay, this one, the 5 of Wands, the Knight of Swords, and the Hangman. Yeah, with those 3 cards, I feel that you are going from a period of stagnation and maybe also confusion. I felt that confusion because I was so undecided which card to take. So some sort of hesitation maybe also. And you're going from that, from feeling maybe a bit headless even, and confused and distracted, or very indecisive maybe, and with the 5 of Wands also maybe some sort of inner conflict or just some sort of pressure that is weighing on you, to a energy where you will be able to move forward with great clarity. And it's interesting because I'm having difficulties finding words. So I think that is something that will also improve your ability to express yourself, to express your feelings, to express your desires, to find the right words, to communicate who you are and what you want. And then to go for it with the Knight of Swords. And I find it interesting because here we are finding the energy of softness again, with this figure hugging this other figure. However, also with this little guy walking in front, it seems like there's a great sense of determination and clarity and even pride. So you will be able to be proud of yourself is another aspect of that wish coming true. I think your wish has to do with an opportunity coming in that will allow you to shine, is what I'm hearing. That will allow you to use your skills, to use your powers in a way that is helpful to yourself and others, and in a way that makes other people see and appreciate you for who you are. And you will move out of that period of stagnation and move into a new period of achievement and progress and clarity. And it will feel like the stars have aligned for you. And what might have felt like conflict or competition or different elements before, they will come together and you will understand how they fit together. Okay, let's have a look at how you can receive those wishes best, how you can prepare to receive them. Your life is a canvas, artist, manifestation, creative accountability. More pink colors. And karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. Yeah, again, that goes so well with what we've already said. You're going from this period of stagnation and conflict and polarity into a period where you can put it all together and create something new out of it. And I think that is the sort of trick, let's call it, or what maybe you prayed about, is gaining that clarity and understanding how to move from this to that. From feeling that there are different sides to you that you can't bring together, or you're in conflict with other people and you can't bring it together, to creating a win-win situation for everyone involved through a creative process, through art, through manifestation. And the soul growth on this card also, of course, goes well with the Hanged Man. So I think even if it feels like things are a bit difficult right now, this is a very important period for you, because it is a period for soul growth, for learning, for understanding all of those things, for understanding your own emotions maybe, your own soul energy maybe also healing your inner child with that image, and leaning more into softness and harmony and sweetness, and less into conflict and confrontation. Okay, now let's get some tarot cards to see if we can get more information on that. I saw this card sticking out. the Nine of Cups, and the Three of Swords. Those two cards for me are just a confirmation that there's some healing going on, some healing of your thoughts, of your emotions, some healing from conflict or maybe even betrayal. And then moving into emotional fulfillment. Your wishes coming true, you stepping into the life that you really want, creating the life that you really want. So we ask about how you can receive that, and I think the main thing is allowing yourself to shift your perspective. To shift your perspective from thinking this is a problem to thinking, okay, this is a period of learning, and then allowing yourself to slowly but surely move into that, and knowing that it might be a bit of a journey. You might have to take some steps, and it starts with inner healing. It starts with reflecting on your thought patterns, reflecting on your habits, how you deal with emotions. Maybe journaling, writing about the things that make you feel confused or stuck. And trusting that things are aligning for you. Trusting that things will unfold in the right time. Because the Nine of Cups, of course, is sometimes also called a card of wish fulfillment. So things are coming towards you. If you allow it, if you invite it, if you work creatively on bringing it into your life. Okay, now let's have a look on how this will actually change your life. See this one's sticking out. And we have the donkey with the number 25. And the donkey, of course, is said to be a bit stubborn. So maybe you are being a bit stubborn right now. I mean, not on purpose, obviously, but I feel some of those habits or patterns you have are quite stubborn. And it will take you some determination and some clarity and some, maybe not effort, but putting time and energy into understanding those patterns and healing them and moving on from them. Because once the donkey decides what it wants, it is a quite strong and powerful and quick animal to get to where it wants. And also I love that on this card, the donkey has a mortar and pestle and all those herbs here on the side. So I think this card also really speaks of self-healing and emotional healing. And to me, it represents that you are your own healer. You don't need to look outside for solutions. Go within. And also understand that some of the difficulties that you are having, they might be karmic. It might be something that your soul has chosen to go through. And of course, I've mentioned this many times before. I'm not someone who necessarily believes that everything happens for a reason, but I do strongly believe that whatever happens, you can make the best out of the situation and you can learn from that situation. And you can gain inner strength and wisdom from going through a difficult time. And that is what you're doing right now. You're on a journey of healing, of becoming more who you are. And I'm getting a strong sense of that. Okay, let's get 2 more tarot cards. the Knight of Pentacles, and the Ace of Swords. Yeah, more about moving forward and more about clarity. And of course, the Knight of Pentacles is the slowest mover, or is the slowest knight. However, the progress that you're making, it will be very stable. You will never have to return to those feelings, to that kind of darkness. Any progress you're making now will be permanent in your life, is what I'm getting. And with the Ace of Swords, great clarity, but also I'm getting a sense of inner peace. And of course, this looks a bit dark, right? This image. But I do think it means that there is a great transformation for you possible, if you allow it, if you surrender to it. And even if it looks dark right now, you will have grown wings, and they will allow you to move forward with clarity, with determination, with knowing who you are and what you want. Okay. Yes, that sounds very beautiful. Let me know in the comments what your wish was actually about, or if this resonates with you. Okay, and for our last message, we are getting the card, It's in You. Yes, as I mentioned before, you don't need any outside guidance. You are healing yourself. You are deciding for yourself who you are and who you want to be and how your life is going to unfold. And also here with the third eye and the heart and the moon and the heart, I think that again speaks of similar themes as this conversion cards, where different elements are coming together. Your heart energy, your feelings, but also the clarity of your vision. Also with the lion, your inner strength, of course, and with the crystals, they are a symbol of manifestation. And again, with this sort of darkness you're moving out of, moving towards the light, with your path being illuminated, you as a person being illuminated and being seen by others, maybe for the first time, or anyway in a way that you've been never felt seen and appreciated before. I think that is the blessing that is coming in for you. So yes, I absolutely love this reading. I hope you liked it too. If you do, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and see you next time. Hello again, and let's get started with your reading. So you chose this card, Protection. And I'm getting a very calm, peaceful sense from this card. A very refreshing sense, cleansing in the waters. And of course, this person also has their eyes closed. So really a sense of rest and relief, and I think that might be what your wish is about, or your prayer is about. I feel that you really, really need or want a place where you can feel safe and comfortable, where you can relax, where you can maybe enjoy some solitude, some sort of retreat or sanctuary is what I'm getting for you. But let's have a look at what this wish is that is being granted, and I feel it could either be two parts of one wish or two separate wishes. So let's have a look. I'm getting those two cards. The Butterfly Garden and Liberty. Interesting. Both of those cards also have those blue sort of cooling, healing, tranquil colors of, in this case, the night. So maybe you're craving more rest, more sleep, better sleep maybe. And I'm also with this liberty getting that you're craving a sense of freedom. And I feel that maybe you feel burdened by something or pressured by something, or you feel that you are overwhelmed and don't have enough time or don't have the space to rest or to go after the things you enjoy. You maybe need some space, is what I'm getting, and this is being granted to you. The sense of peace and calm and space and relaxation. And with the butterfly garden, also something new that is about to bloom. You're going through some kind of transformation, and then you will be able to move into a lighter, brighter, new energy. Okay, but let's get some more information about those wishes being granted. The Devil. The Chariot. And Justice. Wow, you have 3 major arcana cards, so I think there's really some deep transformation, some profound change going on. And even with those cards moving from that sort of darker or very dark energy actually towards this gray energy, and then towards this blue energy and more blue color again. Yeah, with the Devil card, I feel something is really giving you a sense that you are not safe or not comfortable, or that you are under pressure, or that someone wants to sort of suck you dry is what I'm hearing. I'm sorry if that is the case. That sounds a bit extreme, but I think something, even with the cage here, has made you feel trapped. I don't know if for some of you it could be being trapped in a relationship, for others maybe being trapped in a difficult work or financial situation where you feel like you're going round and round but getting nowhere. With the Chariot card here, that's interesting because she is on the horse, but of course she can't go anywhere because the horse is tied down to this, I don't know the English name for it, but she can't really move even though she is on the horse. So maybe you get the feeling that you're going in circles and that your hard work is getting you nowhere. Or you've been trying to get out of a unpleasant situation and feel like you're stuck. But there's something coming in, some help coming in, some cosmic help, some cosmic energy that will cut you free from that prison, from that sense of feeling trapped, from that sense of not feeling safe, maybe even. And again, with the wings, this time the angel wings, I think you will get the sense that you're being lifted out of whatever that is, those dark energies. A lot of new hope is coming in, is what I'm getting from those cards. Hope and relief and not looking back is what I'm also getting from those 2 cards. Okay, let's have a look at how you can receive those blessings and wishes. The Seas of Mintaka, seeing potential, bringing unconsciousness to light. And karmic relationships, Orion energy, polarity, soul growth, conflict. That's so interesting because we got the same card in the same position for group 1. So yeah, something, and I'm going to explain almost the exact same thing because I'm getting very, very similar energies. something that is a difficult situation really is there for you, for your soul growth. And it might be very, very unpleasant right now, but if you are able to understand it, with bring unconsciousness to light, there's something that you will understand, that you will reveal about the situation, that will give you a new perspective on the situation, then you can learn and grow from it. And then you can move on from it and never look back. And this is, with the protection card and the justice card, this is also karmic, that this is supported now for you to release that. This is supported and guided for you now to move on from that. To stop going in circles and actually break free from this point, break free from this cage and move on. Move on and up with the wings. And tapping into your potential. Seeing your own potential, but also seeing the potential of the situation. And with those two cards and all of that water we are seeing, even here it's a very watery planet apparently. This person is standing in the water. So I feel there's a lot of cleansing to be done for you. Cleansing, reflecting. And I'm hearing, even if you feel that you don't have the time to pause, you need to pause, is what I'm hearing. But let's get some more tarot cards. The Hermit, yeah, maybe retreat for a while, and the King of Cups, so more watery energies. And with this particular King of Cups, I'm hearing, don't let those other things or the situation or other people drag you down, because it looks like she's dragging those creatures along. Don't do that. Just move on. That's easier said than done, I know, but whatever that is, don't allow it to hold you back any longer. Identify what's holding you back and then make a conscious decision to move on from it. And maybe it's something that's very emotional. Maybe you feel that whatever that situation is, that you have to stay there. And there could be many reasons for it. Maybe it's a relationship that you've been in a long time, or maybe a workplace you have been in a long time and you feel somehow obligated to stay with it. Or maybe you're a bit sentimental about it, and maybe you know in your heart of hearts that it isn't the right thing, but you don't know yet how to get to something better, and so maybe that's why you choose to settle for it. Don't do that. I mean, obviously do whatever you want, but this reading gives me a clear message that you need to detach yourself from whatever that is. Also with the devil. The devil often has to do with getting over addictions or detaching from things that are unhelpful for us. Even if it is hard, even if it takes some effort, even if it feels like getting out of your comfort zone or stepping into unknown territory and maybe doing things that are a bit scary. But if you don't do that, you will forever move in circles. And really take some time to connect to yourself. Make it a priority to have time to yourself, to have time for self-care, to have time for reflection, to have time for bringing that unconscious patterns maybe to the light, or those bad habits to the light, or those entangled relationships to light. Disentangle from whatever it is that is holding you back, people or situations. Could also be something within yourself, but in your case, I feel it's more like a situation that you are in, or external circumstances that you are in that are holding you back, and you will need to find a way to move yourself out of those circumstances. And it starts by reflecting on it and taking time for finding out what this path could look like. Even if you feel like you don't have the time for it, make time for it. It should really be your priority, or it would be beneficial anyway to make it your priority. And the guides are saying that you are protected, you are guided. There's karmic justice coming in for you. But you do have to do your part of the story, so to speak, for those gifts, for those wishes, for those prayers to come in, to be answered. Okay? Let's have a look then on how this will unfold in your life. And we have the alligator with the number 40. And that's so interesting, because the first thing I'm noticing is that this creature is ripping apart a teddy bear. So really like letting go of something that maybe was good for you in the past, but now isn't suitable for you anymore. Really freeing yourself from what's holding you back. And being bold about it, being bold about freeing yourself, cutting away those things that hold you back. Or maybe asking the guides, or asking Goddess or the universe or whatever you believe in to cut those cords, to cut those things, those negative influences out of your life for you, or help you with that. Yeah, with the alligator, I feel that you need to be more daring and bold and determined. And maybe allow yourself to feel that hunger inside, that hunger for that freedom, that hunger for that peace and space and comfort. That hunger maybe for healthy relationships, or healthier relationship with yourself. Don't settle is what I'm hearing again. Don't settle. Go for the things that you want. Move out of your comfort zone. Do what you must. And of course, if you feel that you can't do that because you have obligations, or what you're doing might hurt others, of course, try to have a balanced approach. However, in this reading, I feel that you haven't taken yourself serious enough. And I'm almost crying when I'm saying that, because it makes me sad that I feel that maybe you've made things a priority in your life that aren't really that important, or made people a priority in your life that don't really deserve it. So make yourself and your self-care and your healing a priority now. Claim it, own it, be bold, go for it. Because again, with those 3 major arcana cards, powerful changes are coming in. But you have to be open for them, and you have to be courageous enough to go after them, to go after your dreams. Because yes, those blessings, those wishes are coming in from the universe, but also you have to meet them halfway. You have to do your own part to move yourself out of that cage and move yourself into your full potential, or even discovering your potential. Maybe you've been so busy all the time that you have forgotten who you are, or not discovered yet who you are. And with the Hermit and the Seas of Mitaka, I think you are going on a quest now to discover who you are and who you want to become. All right, I said 3 major arcana cards. We have the Hermit as well, so it's 4 major arcana cards. So yeah, this is powerful time for you. This is a powerful transformation, or it could be. It could really be something that elevates your energy a lot. I'm curious. Let me know in the comments what's going on for you right now. And we have 2 more cards. We have the 2 of Wands. Yeah, great opportunities opening up for you. And the World. It's amazing. So many powerful cards here. Yes, look at that. Beautiful. And actually I want to shift them around like that because it makes more sense to me. Yes, you can have it all. All your dreams can become reality, is what I'm hearing. This can be your world. This bright, colorful world with flowers and magical animals and all those wonders. That can be your world. You don't have to get stuck or stay stuck in that sort of darkness and heaviness and getting dragged down by negative influences. You can move to this sunny and bright and colorful energy. Okay, let's get one last card to see if you guys have any more messages for you. Keep trying. That's beautiful. Also with the stars, of course, a star card in tarot can also stand for wish fulfillment, but also for alignment. And also, of course, with those layers here above you and below you, you look very protected here as well. Protected and aligned with the cosmos. So keep trying, even if it's difficult. Keep trying. Be bold, be brave. Go for it. And you will get there. So I hope this is a message of hope and encouragement for you. That is all for today. Please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and see you next time. Hello again, and let's get started with your reading. So you chose this beautiful card, Akashic Waters. And I love the colors of this card with the light coming in from above and the glittering, sparkling lights in the air. And the first thing I am feeling is that your wish has to do either with gaining some cosmic insight, some spiritual insight, or with deep healing either karmic issues or maybe family issues, healing your family line maybe. Could also, of course, be both. So let's get some more cards to see what those wishes are about. And 2 cards fell out. And we have Abracadabra and A Long Way Home. It's interesting because those two cards also, they have those sparkling lights very similar to the lights on that card. So definitely some sort of cosmic download or cosmic activation, light activation coming towards you. And yeah, with a long way home, could be that you've been on a specific healing journey for a very, very long time, or you've been sitting with a certain topic for a very, very long time and trying to solve it. But let's get some tarot cards to see more about that. Actually, I want to put them like that. So we have the 4 of Wands, the 4 of Pentacles, and Strength. So with those 2 4 cards, I feel something is about to become more stable. Maybe if you've been looking for a home or a sense of belonging, or maybe you've been trying to decide where to live, even which country or city to live in, or you've been looking on a more mundane level, maybe for a house or an apartment, or a way to support yourself in life, to find your place in the world, maybe. Because here you are up in the air, sort of. Even though you have a palace, you don't have a place to ground and anchor it and to grow roots. So I think that's what you're looking for, some sort of belonging, a home or a place to grow roots. And with the 2 4 cards, I'm definitely seeing that there will be more financial stability for you, but also the sort of stability where you will be able to settle down, so to speak, if you wish to do that, or find a place, or find a sense of home, or find a group that is your soul family, or find a partnership that is your family, feels like family to you. And with that combination of cards, I feel that maybe some of you have no difficulties experiencing yourself as a cosmic being, but maybe this, let's call it 3D world, is a little bit of a challenge for you. And that is in a way very good, because you are able to connect to those high frequencies and draw them down. But now you will also be able to ground them and to gain strength from that grounding, from those roots. Okay. Let's have a look. Those 2 cards stuck to the table, so I'm taking them. Let's have a look at how you can best receive those wishes or blessings. And we have Star Ancestors, Hidden Secrets, Lost Wisdom, Look a Little Deeper. Yeah, that's so interesting. Wasn't I saying that you're looking for spiritual insights, maybe? Okay, those secrets will be revealed to you, but you do have to look a little deeper. And then we have You Got the Love, Hadarian Energy, Codependency, Boundaries. You got the love. So maybe that is something that you're scared of, codependency. Maybe you've been floating in the air, so to speak, because you have been scared to make a decision. You've been scared to make the wrong decision and get entangled. Or maybe you don't want to get entangled in those karmic games here on Earth. Or maybe you're not very good at setting boundaries and you're scared that you won't be strong, you won't be able to set boundaries. Maybe you're scared that you will sort of get lost and sort of dissolve into whatever you connect with. But again, with those colors, so much light coming in for you. Or maybe you're even awakening to your spiritual self right now, and maybe it's the opposite of what I just said. Maybe you've been very much in the density of the 3D and now you're awakening to your spiritual self. We have the Magician and the Queen of Cups. Actually, let's shift them around again. Yeah, with the Queen of Cups. So if that is your fear, that you won't be able to set boundaries, or you will get into codependency, or you will get sort of confused and entangled with other people's energy, then the energy of the Queen of Cups is coming in for you, where you are very aware of your emotions. Maybe also you're a very strong empath. Maybe that is your difficulty, that sometimes you get entangled in other people's emotions, and that's why you're used to detaching from them. But with the Queen of Cups, you will be aware of your emotions, but also in control of your emotions. You will be able to use your emotions as guides, as information, but you don't have to get lost in your emotions. You will know how to set boundaries. You won't get lost in other people's dreams or visions. You will be able to hold your own vision, your own authority over your life. And from there then be able to create. From there then be able to unlock those hidden secrets, those lost wisdom. And I think the wisdom you are unlocking has to do with how you can bring those energies that you are obviously being very open to, being very receptive to, how you can actually bring them down to earth, how you can actually brew them into something that you want to create. And then with inner strength and determination, move forward and create them and bring them into earth and ground them into the earth. Yeah, already a very, very powerful reading, but let's have a look at how those wishes that are being granted now will influence your life, will change your life. Okay, I'm not even sure which animal this is supposed to be, but it is the number 1. That's very interesting. So more of the magician energy. Let's have a look. Okay, the card number 1 is the bear. And it reads solidarity, dangerous if necessary. It can be gentle but also destructive. Some people considered it a manifestation of the spirit of the ancestors, in which it sinks its claws to draw strength. You must learn to manage the power of your emotions. Oh yeah, that's very fitting. If you want to become a guide for yourself and others. As the bear emerges from hibernation, you will be able to find the courage to shake off the torpor that envelops your mind to protect those you love. Yeah, more about controlling and understanding your emotions and turning them into your power, into your drive, into your North Star maybe, without getting lost in them, without getting taken away with them. Coming out of hibernation is another theme that's stuck from that text. Again, I don't know what it is with this group, but I always want to sort of shift the sides around. Maybe that's something that you sometimes feel, that everything is sort of upside down or shifted around or flipped over, and you have difficulties getting it straight maybe. But with the Ace of Swords, a lot of clarity is coming in for you, and you will be this grand soul or spirit or being that is very grounded in the earth but can also reach the stars, because you have the clarity, you have the unlocked wisdom, you know how to do that. You know how to reach very, very high, but also be very, very grounded in the earth with great clarity. And of course, the 10 of Pentacles can speak of creating your legacy. So this is actually quite powerful, because from those first few cards, I was getting that you're sort of a bit floating in the air, a long way home, maybe having lost your vision or having lost your path, or maybe being confused or scared of your own feelings maybe, or just not sure how you can tap into that wisdom and bring it down to earth. But now with the 10 of Pentacles, that is a very strong manifestation card, that you will be able to build, as I mentioned before, your legacy. You're becoming who you are meant to be. You're stepping into your destiny, is what I'm hearing. And if you don't believe in that, then you're creating your own destiny, your own legacy. Okay, yeah, that's a very interesting and powerful reading. Let me know in the comment if that resonates with you so far. But let's get one more card to see if you guys have any more messages for you. And it says perception. That's a funny card with the ostrich sticking the head in the sand. Yeah, with that I'm getting you've been looking in the wrong places. Or maybe you haven't been looking at all. Maybe you've been scared and that's why you haven't been able to see. Get your head out of the sand and look around. Look a little deeper. And I think the best place to start is to look at those fears you have around emotions. Those fears you might have about opening up to love. Or if you are an empath, maybe you experience it as very destabilizing and maybe you're trying to withdraw from it. However, in this case, I'm getting don't withdraw from it, go into it even deeper, and then you will sort of come out of the other side and understand what that gift of yours is really about. And also with the perception, I am getting that you don't necessarily need to do anything or quote unquote work hard for it. You just have to shift your perspective. And of course, that's probably easier said than done, but that is the key, I think, to how you can receive those blessings. Come out of hibernation. Get your head out of the sand. Tap into your inner strength. Trust your inner strength is also what I'm hearing. And then stability will be granted for you, will come in for you. And then things will fall into place. Because you are this amazing being. You can manifest whatever you want, right? But you have to learn to trust yourself. You have to learn to trust your feelings and your heart. Because even the scary feelings that we can have, of course, they are the language, how we talk to ourselves, more or less. So it's always worthwhile listening to your emotions and not dismissing them or not trying to push them away because they are scary or difficult or intense. And I think with the Queen of Cups and those other cards we had with the Bear card also, you are probably a person who can have very intense feelings. And maybe you've gotten lost in love before. Maybe given your heart to someone who didn't deserve it. Or maybe chased after someone who wasn't available or something like that. Where you've gotten lost in your own emotions or maybe another person's emotions. But now you're getting more clarity and you're understanding your emotions better, and you will draw strength from that and be able to create this legacy. Yes, very beautiful reading. So I'm really curious how this turns out for you. Also, please consider liking and subscribing. Thank you so much for spending this time with me, and see you next time.